Hello and welcome. My name is Amber, and this is my sacred ministry. Today is Thursday, February 5th. Thursday is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is currently 16 degrees of Cancer, retrograde. That's actually the only astrology portion that I wrote down for today, which is interesting because I usually do more than that. Anyhow, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus is exact today as well. And tomorrow, I believe it's tomorrow, Mercury will move into Pisces. Pisces being the spiritual house. So spiritual communication will increase in some form or fashion for everyone, especially those that have Pisces placements. Okay? Today is an 8-day, and this brings abundance and joy. The main message of this video is this is a season of divine acceleration. God's will is a living invitation. Say yes to God's will and say yes to heaven and all of the things that heaven has to offer. In its simplest form, truth, light, love, and innocence. This is the becoming, not seeking, just being. With profound respect for the unfolding, stillness in wisdom, refinement. Pursue what calls to you only. In other words, what you are in resonance with. Keywords for today: divine favor, grace, providence, guidance, surrender, trust, faith, divine transformation, quiet consistency, renewal, purity, authenticity, security and stability. 11:11. Kindness, calm, patience, and interesting. There is a number that is known as God's signature. 1.618. It is a string of decimals, decimal extension that is identical to its inverse. I'm going to leave that there for now. And maybe come back to it. Okay, angel number 210 is a message to embrace uncertainties by staying positive as your thoughts are manifesting into reality. Balance, infinite potential, divine energy, and trust in the process. Okay? Release the excess. Less is more. This is the refinement. This is Sophia energy. There's no longer a hierarchy between the spiritual and the material. It is all sacred. It is all ritual. It is all held. It is all permeated with the same holy essence. Nothing more to be proven. You simply are. Sophia simply is. Honor yourself. This is radical humility. You've come home to yourself. Own and completely embrace all of you. Then we have, I don't have this card pulled out here, but the moon, number 4. Cancer rules the 4th house. The moon rules Cancer. Cancer placements are Jupiter's in Cancer. And Cancer placements will absolutely receive a profound spiritual initiation while Mercury is in Pisces. A remembrance of ancestry, lineage, ancient wisdoms are coming through. The messenger planet is a clear vessel for spirit in Pisces. The moon, intuition, secret power of emotion, duality as well. The hidden gem within all situations and experiences. It builds foundational awareness. What if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? Mirror image. I spoke about 1111. Universe, you inverse. So the universe is the inverse of you, and you are the inverse of the universe. When you look in the mirror, your mirror image inspires fill in the blank. The answer is your key to transformation and fulfillment. Key to understand that Ahriman and Lucifer, but particularly Ahriman, or the Antichrist force, works through shame and guilt. So when you observe yourself, if there are any areas where you feel shame and guilt and a desire to hide, those are the areas that hold your strongest blessings, your strongest gifts. It is within your power to transform and transmute them into strength, no longer used against you by anyone, or any situation, when you don't have anything to hide, you feel a sense of strength that can't be broken. Authenticity, a knowing who you are and who you are not. No longer susceptible to manipulations from Ahriman or from that force working through other people or yourself. Everything is a progression. Everything is a process of illuminating what is unconscious and bringing it to the light of awareness for transformation and transmutation. All energy functions in this way. At the peak, we fold back into ourselves and we start again, only from a higher position. Energetically, intellectually, evolutionary. This is growth. This is the process of healing as well. Mending. Somebody may have a broken bone. The bone has to be straight in order to heal properly. And sometimes the straightening of that is incredibly painful, but it is the only way to regain function properly. That was just a side note. You cannot heal something you are not aware of, because you will not be aware of the healing either. You cannot have awareness without light. You cannot have light without darkness. You cannot have darkness without progress. One reveals the next. The next gives meaning to the last. Therefore, the joy is in the process. The saying, life is a gift, is proven correct time and time and time again. It is the living of the life that is the most profound blessing that we will receive from the life. The present moment is always a gift, no matter what stage you're in. It is teeing you up for your next greatest version, chapter, and giving you reverence for your last. This is where you give yourself grace. You are a being created by God, meaning you are fully equipped to receive God, valuable and deserving, in process of learning. Well done. Bravo. It is the breath of life. The inhale and the exhale are both needed. How incredible you are to be able to hold both, to be made perfect in the image of God and self simultaneously. Incredible. Miraculous. Welcome to the miracle that is you. 16 on the timer. That may have been an epiphany moment of realization that shook you to your foundation and made you look at your foundation. Something you didn't realize that was insidious and destructive in reality, in your reality, in your thoughts, and in your creation. Insidious, creating patterns in your life. Angel number 395, significant positive life changes are on the horizon, supported by the ascended masters and your angels. It acts as encouragement to trust your intuition and embrace, rather than fear, the transitions currently taking place. These two, okay, cards came out. 19, growing pains. 19 represents the sun. The sun itself goes through a cycle, a progression. Our local sun is within a group of 3. The sun system is a progression. Everything is a process. And then the servant queen, number 3, the empress. A queen serves her kingdom lovingly, devoted, a true queen. And in doing so, she serves herself. One may come before the other. It just depends on the person and the moment. To be in service is divine. To serve yourself is to serve God. As a being of God who holds God, divine. In that energy, you are magnetic. You draw things to you because the universe is rewarding. You are worthy of beautiful things. Born that way. Being in service is an act of love. It is an act of God. And it is something that you receive as well as give in the act itself. We are all here to serve in some way. All of us. And we all do, whether we're conscious of it or not. Even those that live in darkness, that create destruction and chaos, are in service to the awakening. We can have gratitude for them. They're playing their position very well. They are absolutely proving beyond a shadow of a doubt which path holds a higher potential for expansion and bliss, elation, exaltation. They make it very clear. To circle back, they also rule utilizing manipulation, most of the time through shame and guilt. You cannot be whole if you are ashamed of yourself, because you are actively rejecting yourself. Therefore, you are fragmented and weakened. She is covered in flowers here. Those could be sunflowers or daisies. Either way, that is a solar flower. That is a symbol of Hathor and the high priestesses of the solar force. God. She's bathed in it. Beautiful, divine. Dragonflies, spiritual growth. Okay, so I will get a card for the collective to continue this message, as well as at the bottom of the deck, number 21, blessings and curses, psyche, self-love, and beauty. Be grateful. Be grateful for the good and the bad. And it says, do not be ashamed, not of your thorns or of your flowers. Right. Okay, I'm going to set this down for a second. Well, you can probably still hear me. I don't know. Shuffle this. Okay, any additional messages for today's video, please? Spirit angels, ascended masters. What would you like to say, to add, to confirm? Trust yourself. Trust yourself. And God within you. Okay. Additional messages, please. That's funny. These came out earlier. We have the Alchemist. Number 39, which is a 12, which is integration. Empowerment, pain, sorceress. Turning pain into power. Using your darkness to expand your light, to reveal it. You could be spicy. You could resonate with being a very passionate person. Forthright. Focused. And the message says, oh, I don't break that easy. Not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. This was under the last card I read to you before I shuffled it and did all of that. And under that, oh my, it's the same cards that came out earlier. Oh my goodness gracious. The Mind. Number 23. Give to the mind and it gives back. Inspiration, mood, and cycle. She is feeding her brain, and the brain is feeding her, which is beautiful because that whatever is being fed is also actively being created and reflected back to you. I mean, this is just literally every okay, let me stop saying it. Truth, dark and light, duality. 37, honor, empress, integrity. Oh, I have goosebumps. That which is true will always be enough. Honor, empress, integrity. The servant, queen, Sophia. Oh my God, I forgot, I forget what I said 10 minutes ago. Sophia. Truth is a standard. It doesn't need to be emphasized. It simply is the avenue that we take because it is the most powerful truth. If you are afraid of the truth, then you are in shame. or guilt. Easy way to know. This is so, I love this. Last two. Number 44, energy. And number 18, the moon with the red rose. Overcoming obstacles, finding joy and carefree. Number 18. 44, call your energy back to you. Power, aura, and depletion. Don't worry, darling. You'll find your way. And your way is guided and protected. Especially now. You'll be all right. On that note, I'm going to leave it there. Also, good time to add, for anyone who is wondering, the format of these videos is basically my morning practice turned into an offering. I have books and books and books and books of my daily practice that did not used to be part of my gift. And I decided, or was guided, to share the gift I received for myself with everyone else. Because I'm not an island. What I'm experiencing, a lot of people are experiencing. And if it is something that brings me profound healing, that is what I want to give to all of you. And so, some of the things are very random. Astrology, angel numbers, Bible verses, channeled messages, information about ascended masters, esoteric knowledge, spirit animals. We do all of it, all together. That's how I receive. And whatever comes through as I'm speaking about it, because I am a vessel that is flowing forward, which is why I don't remember what I say most of the time. I make these videos for myself. I watch them back and receive the teaching. So I am honored to do it. And I'm honored to have you. And I'm honored if any information that I give you brings you improvement in any way, then I've done my job. My service to my kingdom and to myself. Sending you all of my love. And I will talk to you soon, probably tomorrow.